All right. So we're on live, are we? Yep. Hey guys, welcome back to another live stream on a YouTube. Today we are on live. So today we're on live stream. So we're now on the COVID-19. So we're on COVID-19 updates live stream. So first of all, I have just to let you know that I have just to give it a bit of more give it a precise to something. So yeah, today I so yeah we're on live. So yeah we're on live now. So basically we're on live. So we're now on live. So today it'll just be more time to what we are just doing here. So yeah, now we're just going to take everything what we always do. So we've already talked about this last we've been talked about it last week. So we've been talked about the doses of vaccines. So in case if anyone who've had their vaccines already, and that's good. So first of all, guys, we're just about to just waiting for my viewers. So I knew this is a great part of this time. So yeah, guys, I'm just about to just to give it a bit of a feedback. So in case if there's no point for this now. So yeah, guys, today we're on live. So this is the greatest things that we always do. So yeah, I haven't done my live stream last year. So basically last year I didn't do my live stream. So here it is, but here it is. I didn't start it. So I was basically weird. So I'm not really sure if I can do this all the time. So yeah, I'm just heading on to this point. So what we are literally used for, and I'm not really entirely sure what we are always doing. So basically, we just talked about the talk about ourselves, but we've been just been looking for whether we've done some real kind of problems. So yeah, so basically I've just tried. So first of all, we were just about in time to let all these people are coming into my live stream. So yeah, and at some point there should be no more updates of COVID-19. So I know it's a coronavirus, but the coronavirus is still active. So don't worry about it. It'll be gone soon by next year. So get our vaccines done. We'll do this right now. Get our vaccines done, and then moving on to the next round. So I'm not ready for something, but I cannot just given anybody else get into my attention. So don't worry about it. I know it's right, but it's not that kind of thing. So yeah, as you can see, you may notice that there are some kind of things that we can always do. So you know what I mean. So we're just we're firstly getting on to this point where we've just found so physically it hasn't been gone for like any time. So So we didn't know why the reason why we managed to keep that in the outpost or something. So forget about all that. Let's just give it some real kind of problems though. And I know anyone who had their conversation. So we've already had the conversation. So about the live. So on a live stream. So first of all, um, we're just about in time to giving everything up to do with it. So there is no doubt with So what our plans? So our plans is to you know our plans is to get our vaccines done. So what I mean is now is we're about to get our vaccines, you know, to get our vaccines done. So first of all, we were about to have our vaccines. So we never know what we are going to do after this point. So at this point, we knew that we always have to keep it up, but we always have to. But unfortunately, lots of deaths and cases. I'm not quite sure what we are going to do afterwards. So yeah, it's pretty sad, and every people died and all that because they've already died of a positive of COVID-19. Because so yeah, I'm just gonna basically check it on my phone and see what's going on here, and well, just in case, there's no point for taking out of this point. So you know what I mean. So guys, if you guys want to ask me any questions or answering, if you want to ask me a question or answering, if you want to write on a chat, it's on the chat here. So you can write it on the live chat and just see what happens. Yeah. So basically, we're just gonna look and see what we are find. So yeah, first of all, we're just going to admit it. So we've seen a lot of few things that we all got here today. So first of all, we're just about in time. So before the COVID-19 finishes, when the COVID-19 is finished, it'll be finished by the end of next year. So next year or this year in 2021. So today we're on the 29th of May 2021 and we're just about. So guys, I'm just going to put myself on mute so whilst I'm doing something with my file. So guys, I'm just gonna put myself on mute. So if you want to have a chat, that's fine. Have a chat with each other, or you can answer me any questions you want. But you can ask me any questions about COVID. What are our plans? What do you think about how should COVID-19 end? So how COVID-19 should have ended. Yeah. So I'll put myself on mute and then just have a chat with each other. So I've got more work to do. So give me for about 5 minutes and then I'll get it done. Okay? Put myself on mute. Okay? Have a chat with each other. Just be patient. Thank you guys for waiting. I'm so appreciated. Okay, so where are we? Okay, so like I said, so when the COVID stops by the end of next year, so sorry about that, guys. There is some mistake kind of problem, so just in case, so yeah, um, okay. By the way, there's something going on with, you know, by the next year when the lockdown is still active. So our plans is when will the COVID-19 be gone by the end of so by the end of June on the 21st of June. So basically, but today we're on the 29th of May. So we're on Saturday the 29th of May. So yeah. Okay. So basically, guys, I know anyone who there is some new variant comes out, so new COVID-19 variant, but not such as the new problem. Sorry, guys, I'm gonna put myself on mute, so hold on a second, please. All right, thank you guys for waiting. Okay, so basically, guys, what I was gonna say that when the COVID stops, so it'll be absolutely gone forever. So after people have their vaccines, so they get their first dose of vaccines and the second dose of vaccines. So I know there are some of a few changes of their vaccines, like any different vaccines that are like any vaccines are available. So if the vaccines are available, so basically if they already had their vaccines already, so they're about to moving on to the next second dose. They're moving on for they're they are ready for the next second dose of vaccines after maybe a last few weeks, after a few weeks. So first of all, they're gonna have the second dose. So what I mean is now it's a particular, but not any of this kind of things that we don't really liked about all the time. So first of all, we were just about in time to think where all these people who have their vaccines already. So but for my plan is to, just put in the Excel data, just in the lines of that thing. But I understand that we know this is going to happen. So we know this is there's certain things that we've already seen. So first of all, we all gonna to just get our fingers crossed, and then wait for the knockdown to be eased. So the COVID ending by next year, it'll be more important people who had their vaccines. Vaccines is always important to people who had their vaccines already, but if they have their test, if they have their negatives or positives, so you know what I mean. So I know there's something going on with people around in vaccines, so you know what I mean. Some all these designed are edible, but there is no such thing as that one. So first of all, I can only understand edible. Well, you know what? I'm just trying to get things already. So for some reason, as some kind of few things that we have got here. So you know what I mean. you can either have any other things that they shouldn't do. So first of all, if anyone have their most things first, and for some reason, if anyone who have their things that whoever had their things, if anyone had the first dose of vaccine, so that means if anyone had the vaccines already, it can help to kill disease such as viruses and bacteria and fungus. Like fungi, fungi's, some bacteria, fungi's, and some viruses, COVID-19 virus, and with the spike protein and something like that. It's something like a bit of a spike protein, like a COVID-19 virus. So first of all, the virus always bad. When you had the first dose of vaccines, you might leave it for the next few weeks before you have the second dose of vaccines. But otherwise, it'll be more things that it doesn't really matter how it changes. It doesn't change everything. So we know it's true, but we know it's not true. But we don't get it all the time, have we? So that if we don't have to do this all day, so that means we don't have much time to thinking about what we are doing. So at this point, we don't really relate it to any of the kind of things or different vaccines and all that. But staying isolated, it'll be more important thing to isolate in the next 14 days. Who ever been self-isolated after the test, after the COVID-19 test, or a COVID-19 vaccines? Whoever gets that? Whoever gets the vaccines? If somebody who had the first dose of vaccines, they get the first dose of vaccines, such as AstraZeneca, Moderna, Pfizer, BioNTech, Novavax, Covax, you know what I mean? So it's all six things of vaccines. So a lot of you vaccines delivered to different countries, any different continents, such as the Europe, Asia, Africa, North America, South America, and the Antarctica and Australasia. Oh no, what are the five different continents? Okay. Maybe Australia. Maybe something like that. Australia is maybe a continent. I'm just trying to think. Five different continents. Oceania, Australia. So, Africa, America, Asia, Europe, and Australia. Well, there are either five or seven. So, all right. So there are some few things here. Don't worry about it. So, okay. First of all, on the first dose, they had their first dose of vaccines and then they had their second dose. They had 2 doses of vaccines. So basically, vaccines are more important, but I wouldn't expect it than I thought because sometimes they were expected than I thought. So, first of all, if they had their vaccines or if they don't have any vaccines already, that doesn't really matter when all these people are involved to it. If anyone had their vaccines, whoever gets the vaccines. But the vaccine, first vaccine and second vaccine. So there are 2 doses of vaccines. They have the same. If you have the if you only have 2 doses of vaccines at the same time, or maybe a different. For example, if anyone had 2 doses of, AstraZeneca vaccine, don't know. I couldn't take any Pfizer vaccines or like any booking of vaccination. whoever gets that, if anyone wants to book in a vaccination by next year, maybe in next year or something. So next year, it'll be new vaccines coming up next year to 2022. So next year, for 2022, there's some new COVID-19 vaccines coming up next year. So first of all, it'll be more different than I thought, but not in just between those lines and all that. So, first of all, we don't really not to expect anything that helps us to keep up with our good work. So we just came up to it, aren't we? Yeah. So yeah, and then first of all, I didn't mean it. So if there's no time for a rush, but we don't have much time to thinking in our heads, thinking ourselves, but we don't really have much time to think of it. But we don't have much time to think of it ourselves, but you don't really expect it to do with. But you have to do it for yourself, and when you're isolated, you know what I mean? But I wish to say yes, but that is the good one. Oh, by the way, there should be a new delivery of the vaccines next year. If they could spend for the next 10 years until 2031, so basically they are about to make a new vaccines. So yeah. So when you're doing it, so there should be more often. But when I have to make a few steps that there is a final step, maybe in the September 2021, but I would say the lockdown will be eased on the 21st of June. And it'll be gone by the end of this year. Could be next year for 2022. So when you basically get into that point, who you ever with. So the plan is, so when the government told us that if people had the vaccines, every people around the world had their vaccines already, if they had their 2 doses of vaccines each, every people around the world has to have 2 doses of vaccines each. 2 vaccines each around the world. So every people have the 2 doses of vaccines each. So from now on, it'll do something happened. So at this happening next year, something's going on, but something's happened next year. But maybe I was wondering that we are about to take a step, but we are all going to make but we're all going to make sure that we are all safe and secure. So guys, we know about every people around the world who have their vaccines already. But we are now take everything what we always had. But we'll make these things together. But we are working together. But we know what we are doing after the summer. but we are all going to do this at the same time. But we all thanks for that all the time, yeah? Let's see. Right, guys, so I hope you're all watching, and I am so happy to see you all. But thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. But I will see you guys next time. And thanks for watching for my live. So thank you for watching on my live video. So make sure to like this video and subscribe. Make sure to write a comment, and make sure to turn notification on and stay up to date. So yeah, and I hope you are watching. And thank you so much for watching on my live video. And make sure to stay safe, get vaccinated. So stay safe, stay at home, get vaccinated, and save lives. Wow. Here we go. So yeah, get vaccinated, get your vaccination booked, and then stay isolated. Okay? Hope you all stay safe. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.